Hey everybody, Sam Watts here, Safety Supervisor, Meiborg and Silver Arrow. I know last week's safety update was a little bit unusual. This one might be a little even more unusual. In case you haven't noticed, if you tried calling me this week, you know that I wasn't really answering the phone that much because I've been out of the office. And where exactly have I been? I've been in Florida. And as you can see behind me, I got the world famous Daytona International Speedway behind me, where 43, used to be 43, I guess I don't know how many guys now, but 43 cars would drive at the same time around a 2.5 mile track trying to beat each other. At a place like this, speed was the factor. Speed was key. Speed was everything you were looking for. However, I have noticed in some of the reports that I run that we are starting to feel like we're NASCAR drivers. And that is not the case for all of us. I know maybe some of you guys have your own race cars, that's fine, but when you're in a commercial motor vehicle, speed is not necessarily the factor that you want to go for, like the guys try to do here. So I'm gonna make this a really short and sweet video because obviously I'm not in my office right now. We're not gonna watch any dash cam, but I wanted to take a minute and just remind you guys that to watch your speed, okay? For two reasons. One, because speeding violations can be pretty costly violations, and that's something that you really don't need is to pay Uncle Sam more money in terms of fines and things like that. So watch your speed on that. And two, the other big thing with the speeding is that it opens you up to a wide variety now of other inspections that DOT can do. Now all of a sudden they got you pulled over for speeding. Hey, let's take a look at your logbook. Or hey, let's take a look at those tires or brake chambers or whatever else they want to look at. If you invite them in because you were speeding, now all of a sudden they've got the option to look at other violations and do inspections on you. And again, that could end in violations for you and for the company, or it could just slow you down. Even if you got, perfect truck that you're running under, it can still slow you down. A level 1 inspection could take up to an hour sometimes. So that's just something that you don't need. So if you're gonna speed, leave it here, okay? Leave it to the professionals who know how to do it. And while you're out on the road, and I understand the irony too with this, because in Florida, people are absolutely insane on the interstates. I know, I drove on them, but keep your speed in check, okay? Because again, that's the easiest way for DOT to get all up in your business, and you just don't need that, all right? So again, a nice short but sweet safety update. I'll be back in the office this week. So if you do need something or whatever, you feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be catching up on some messages from last week. So if you did have an issue that we need to talk about, feel free to reach back out. But thank you guys for watching this. Thank you for responding. Thank you for all the comments that we get. I love interacting with you. But again, make sure that you keep your speed in check, all right? If you're gonna go 200 miles an hour, do it here, not on the interstate system, although I don't know if our trucks can go 200 miles an hour. Now, that's not a challenge, okay? I'm not asking you to challenge, but I'm just saying, watch your speed out there and drive safe.